Hey guys, so I decided to
Well, hello, and welcome to the shop. And good morning. It is yet still before noon, at least where I'm at. Morning, studio. Morning, fish. Welcome to the magic shop. Oh man, so I mentioned, I've got 5 different versions of chat in front of me, and one of them I can't type in, but it's the one that's on OBS. I figured out the problem where I can see chat on OBS now. I can actually read the text. I can't interact with it though, so I have to have these other 4 instances open so that I can see chat. The problem is, one of those, like the one that is connected to both YouTube and Twitch, is the one that is updated the slowest. So it's the one that I see messages on and whatever the video is going on last. So that's helpful. That's really useful. I love that. I don't love that. But hi. I hope everyone's having a good day. I suppose this is becoming more and more the norm, but I don't have a plan because partly that's just the way that I am. That's just the kind of person I am. But I decided I needed to stream today. I wanted to stream last week a second time, but a variety of circumstances prevented that from happening. And I won't go into the details, but everything's fine. It's fine. But anyway, here I am. I have an idea if you'd like one. Well, I just thought, I'd crack open a dictionary and just start reading. I figured that would be pretty good content. I could get as many shorts out of that as there are words, and that feels pretty good, actually. Sure, though. Hit me with your idea. I doubt it's better than the one that I came up with, but let me see what you've got. I think the dictionary is a pretty strong pick. I mean, it's a really popular book, right? Like hundreds at least of people have read it or read parts of it, right? So everybody's familiar with it. I think people would appreciate it. I think people would like the dictionary. Next game, the main character is a wolf that is growing up throughout the game. Wolf animations. Oh, goodness. That would be rough. I could try. Do you now? Actually, I think a bunch of my subscriptions just ran out, so I don't have one anymore. I used to have one. I think this is the best I've got right now. The dictionary is widely known. It's widely read. Actually, Fish, I don't have any weapons, but this is the only thing that I can retort in response to your gun. It's the best I got. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not the single most what's the word? Best-selling book in existence. Are you gray? I'm guntastic. If I could figure that out, I probably wouldn't need therapy. I probably do anyway. I'm not in it, but, it's kind of a thing these days. Everybody needs it. Although I did see something that was like, listen, y'all, if everybody needs therapy, you don't need therapy. You need social change. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good today, actually. Second that. Yeah, like I said, I'm feeling pretty good today. I got some of my stuff together. Neela! Welcome. Long time no see. If I lived in a walkable community, I would probably be happier. Amen. I'm actually really lucky. I do live in a place where I can walk to the grocery store if I so chose. It's across a huge parking lot, and there's like a couple of places that I could eat or like stop and buy some other things between here and there. But that's not to say that the area I live in is walkable per se. I just happen to really, live really close to the grocery store. Just about to say the same thing. Typing it, and then you said it. Hope you're doing well. Likewise, yeah. Doing okay. I just got over being sick, like, last week and streamed for the first time in over a month. But I kind of make a habit out of that, of streaming once in a blue moon and being like, yeah, I really want to stream more, and then like not streaming for a month. It's happened more than once to me, unintentionally. But yeah, doing all right. What is peak happiness? Great. I live close to the grocery store. Now you see what I would really want. So okay, all right. I'm sitting here complaining, and then I'm thinking about all of the really cool stuff that's around where I live. So let me roll right onto that. I actually live really close to a really cool walking trail. It's a big loop that goes around, and you can get to most of the important things in the area I'm in by going on that walking trail. It's long, but it's a walking trail and it's also a bike trail that used to be a railroad trail, or like it used to be a rail, but they paved over it. So now it's just, you can walk it. So it's pretty flat. But the thing is that outside of that trail, there's not a lot of infrastructure to walk to places. Like, if I wanted to go to, if I wanted to go to the grocery store, like, that's cool, I can go to the grocery store, but like, there's no, hi Hobbs, there's nowhere to put my bike if I was to bike there or whatever. So like, having the car, I guess, is really helpful if I want to go and get a boatload of groceries. For food, for you, not for you. I don't order your food at the grocery store, Hobbs. You're too important for that. You gonna come up here? You're just blinking at me. Feel that streaming can be draining. At least you're looking after yourself. I will not make any assertions that is what I'm doing, but I am doing okay. But yes, I agree. Streaming can be draining, and a lot of it. Honestly, a lot of the time, I get ready to do the thing, and I'm just like, I don't have any ideas. I'm not good at things. I can't stream today. Speaking of which, today I do need to cut stream a little bit short because Hobbs, who's yelling at me currently, has to go to the vet, and catching her to get her into a cat carrier is going to be a thing that I'll have to do for an hour. Luckily, she doesn't understand words, so she doesn't know what I'm saying. She was supposed to go yesterday, but as soon as I picked up a blanket so that I could, put her in it so that I could put her in the cat carrier, I picked up the blanket, and then I made the mistake of getting the cat carrier in a place where she could see it, and she was like, no. So she ran underneath the bed, and I couldn't get her. You have a cat. I have 3 cats, actually, Neela. They're all orange cats, and only 2 of them are related, and they're not the 2 that look like they're related. I could go on about my cats. I'll restrain myself, though. I think my game dev streams would be boring if I'm still learning the engine. I may stream again when I get to art. I'll be honest, Studio, I think you should stream the game dev stuff. Like, learning code and all of that stuff, you should do that. I say that while not doing that myself, because I'm also trying to learn how to code in a game engine, and I haven't done that. I say that that's something I'm trying to do. I haven't touched it in like 8 months, so yeah, it's kind of a thing on the back burner. But yeah, no, I think you should. I mean, what is it? Game development, software and game development is a whole category on Twitch, so I think if I have to stop and watch a video, it might be cringy. Oh yeah, no, I feel that, especially if it's like here's a 30-minute video that I need to watch to look up to how to do the thing. Yeah, I feel that. I don't know what the answer to that is, but I don't think it'd be too bad. I think that watching a video on stream to learn a thing wouldn't be that bad. What? I love cats. Planning to get some in the near future too. They are a handful. Luckily, our cats are pretty chill. Compared to all the other cats that I've met, our cats are really cool. Like, so I had to take one of our cats, Tig, she's like cat mama. I had to take her to the vet a couple weeks ago, and she did not want to go. So we have a stack dryer and washer system, so it's really tall. Well, she got up on top of that because she couldn't find a place to hide because I'd closed all the doors, and I had to grab her and pull her off of it, and I had to unhook her claws from the sides of the plates that are up there. She did not want to go, but she didn't try to claw the hell out of me, so I respect that. She could have, and I would have hated it, but I would have not held it against her because I understand that this is stressful, but she didn't do it, and I love her for that. Niles, on the other hand, literally put his face into the cat carrier, and then I just sort of pushed him a little bit, and he went in. He's so easy. He's such a chill little boy. I love him. I love all of my cats, but Niles is so chill about basically everything and going places. Makes it very easy to compare to the other two. Yeah, that's what I did for the Game Boy. I streamed in that category. Yeah, so like, there's a whole category for that, so I think that that's kind of what it's for, is learning, you know, how to do the thing as well. I didn't need videos for that engine. Yeah, like, I don't think it'd be a problem, personally. I don't know how people code on stream. It's like doing math in public. Don't do it. Probably right, I'll think about it more. Cool, cool. Zeno! You're the one who said the thing. I'm just sitting here reading the white text. Luckily, I'm reading it in Twitch, not in OBS, because in OBS, none of the names have colors. They're just light gray, and all of the text is white, so it's hardly possible to tell the difference. Yeesh. Use drag and drop mode or blueprint in UE5. I don't know what either of those things mean. We're all becoming the gray. That's what you're here for. You know, I was thinking about trying to figure out what do I call, like, it's a common trope, I guess. I say it's a common trope. I was watching a video the other day last night actually, of another streamer, and they were sort of working out, it was kind of as a joke, but anyway, they were working out, what do I call chat? What do I call my followers or whatever? And like, everybody's got something, and so I was kind of kicking around trying to figure out what do I call my followers? It's probably not something that like I need to actually have a name for, but it could be fun. My first thought was, you know, if I'm a wizard and you guys are all here following me, then you must all be my apprentices. But that's kind of a mouthful to say. My apprentice. That works if it's only one, but my apprentices is a little bit more. There's a little bit more jumping consonants in there. Greylings. Makes it sound like you're baby aliens. Which, you know, probably is applicable to some of you. What up, Gray Grays? I don't know, that feels off. I don't... Gray and the Gray Grays. I guess you could all be wizards. There's nothing stopping you all from being wizards. What do you call, like, I think in a lot of different media, whether it's video games or books or fantasy worlds or whatever, you know, like somebody who is a fledgling mage or fledgling magic user of some kind, you're like an adept. That feels a bit formal. And an acolyte is another thing I've seen, but that's also like, that's semi-religious and I don't like it. You can do it like an MLM. If we bring another person, they can be Gray. Yeah, there's me, Gray, at the top, and then all my longtime followers are Grays, and then new people get to be Grays, and it just goes on, and we have to say it before your name, so it would be Gray Sino, and Gray Studio, and Gray Neela, and Gray Fish, but like, it'd be Gray, anybody else who shows up. This is a perfect plan, and I see no problems with it whatsoever. And we replace Gray anywhere we can. So OMG is now Oh My Gray. That's not going to cause any problems at all. It is Gray. It's Mentally Confused Duck. It's Gray Duck. Welcome. We're just we're building a cult, Duck. And you're in it. You may not have realized it, but you're in it now. Welcome to the cult. Just sort of kicking around the idea of what to call people. I am Cult Man. Wait a minute. Hold on. Something just changed. Something just changed and I didn't see. What the heck? There it is. I saw your chat pop up with the Grey Cult Duck, the highest priest. Like, I saw your chat pop up with a hat on it, and I was like, wait a minute. Something's coming. It hasn't shown up yet. What's going on? Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. I am trying. I am trying to stream. I have been, honestly. I'm trying to stream more often. But welcome. Enjoy your emotes. I need to make more emotes. That's a thing I need to do. I have ideas for them. But then there's this part of me that's like, I can't even draw. Says the man who tried to start an art channel. By the way, today is the second day of Ramadan. Ah. I ran through like 3 things in my head, so I'm not super familiar with the culture, but I know that, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but Ramadan is one of those holidays where you have to basically fast all day for like a month or something, or for a few weeks at least. And so my first was like, oh cool, and then I thought, oh, I'm so sorry, and then I thought, well, congratulations. Because, like, I know different people have different views on just, like, the daily goings-on of it. The gray is happening, you mean? Oh, yeah, what the gray? Oh, hey, I won 5 points from the jump catch game. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Grays. Ah, that feels weird. Nope, I don't like that. Gray is me. I watched the Overly Sarcastic Productions video on, it's like a detailed diatribe talking all about Batman, and in that they talked about Batman Beyond, where, you know, Bruce Wayne is an old guy and he gets a new person to come in and be Batman. It's more complicated than that, but like there's this whole thing throughout the entire show of Bruce Wayne thinks of himself as Batman, not as Bruce Wayne. And so I'm thinking, like, you guys can't be gray. I'm gray. Just like, you know, there's a whole episode where, you know, Bruce is like hearing voices in his head and it's calling him Bruce, and he's like, I know it can't be me. I can't be crazy. I don't call myself that. Beyond was great. I got to watch it when it was first airing, but I only got to watch like 3 or 4 episodes of it. And I don't know why. I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was on, like, it was either on at the times that I was not available, or they just, I was only able to watch it at, like, my grandparents' house or something. Because we didn't have, like, cable or anything, and I don't remember what it aired on. I don't think we had, like, a WB channel at the time. But anyway, TLDR, I've seen a little bit of it, but not since it aired on actual TV. It's hard, but I'll come out on top. Yeah. That is one of those things that, like, I'm not religious anymore, but I do think that there's a lot of things that a variety of different religions have done in the past that make a level of practical sense. Like, there's a reason to do it outside of, like, God said so, for example. Like, in a lot of different cultures, whether for religious reasons or not, have developed a tradition of fasting for one reason or another. And so I think there's probably some validity to that. I know that some, like, dietary talking heads, it feels dismissive. It's not really what I mean. Some people who, like, talk about health and nutrition and that kind of thing have talked about there being some benefits to fasting. And I haven't looked into it in any great detail. But, yeah, I feel like there's probably something to it. By the way, this is my first time doing Ramadan. Ah, well, good luck. How many days is it? Is it the whole month, or is it, like, just like a week or 2? Is it a whole month, or is it a half a month? Oh, so here's another thing. I recently, the whole month. Youch. That feels like that hurts. But I mean, at least it's you get to eat at some point, because, you know, obviously you'd have to eat over the course of a month. No water, no food. Yeah. I forgot about the water thing. That's the thing that would get me, I think, not being able to drink anything all day, like during the daylight hours. That would be the most rough. But so I recently, and by recently I mean like over this past weekend, I discovered a whole new obsession. I say obsession, a fixation. I don't know what the right term is. Um, but so I have said this before in the past, but I devour RPGs. Like, if I start playing a thing, I'm gonna read about it for hours. Be rough for me as well. I drink so much water. Can't drink medicine, can't smoke. That feels rough, especially like I'm dubious about that particular portion as far as the medicine goes, because like I definitely feel like, I mean, it sounds to me like it might be like an opt-in kind of thing, and again, I don't know what the culture surrounding it is like, but if it's a matter of you're preventing yourself from taking medicine that you need to take at certain times, that could be detrimental to your health. So that, like, I feel like there should be an exception for that. No X. During the day? But, like, so I played Starfinder for the first time over the weekend. For those of you who may or may not be familiar, Starfinder is the space, sci-fi, fantasy-based version of Pathfinder, which I've played a lot of Pathfinder. I know a lot about it, as well as no cursing. That makes sense, given the context, I think. But Starfinder is a different beast entirely, and I've never played it. It's been out for like, what, goodness, a decade now? 7 years, maybe, at least. But I've never played it before, and I really didn't have any desire to play it until a friend of mine picked it up and said, "Hey, I want to run a sci-fi game." I was like, okay. And so he went and picked up all the Starfinder rules and everything. The basic rulebook for Starfinder for a while, and I've never played it. So it's... Okay, so there's a lot of different things I want to say about Starfinder, but point is, I spent basically most of my yesterday where I didn't have to do like work, like moving stuff or getting the cat to the vet and things. I spent most of the time that I didn't have doing other things reading up on Starfinder and figuring out how it works, and looking up a bunch of guides and commentary on the game and that kind of thing, because that's just the kind of person I am. I will spend 12 hours just researching an RPG. And so my original plan was to play a soldier, which I thought, soldier, that's basically like a fighter in D&D. Should be simple, easy to put together, and not very complicated. And to a certain extent, I was right. But the cool thing is, the soldier is actually really well put together. Like, of all of the fighter versions I've seen in any like D&D style clone that's complicated, because like there are some very simple ones, but all of the complicated ones, so I'm including Pathfinder, Pathfinder 2, 5th edition, and all of the other editions of D&D, really. Although I can't speak to 4th edition, I don't know the fighter very well in there. But of all the fighters, it seems very well put together as a class. Like, there's a lot going for it that other versions of the game don't do well. I have one gripe, though. One gripe with the overall system is that it is very much based on you getting better and better equipment over time. No to a lot of stuff. You've never smoked, so no big deal. 0 out of 10, can't recommend it. I've never smoked either. The closest I ever came to smoking was, I was hanging out at my grandmother's place with a bunch of my cousins, and there was like I had a piece of straw, like a piece of grass, basically, that had dried out, that was hollow in the middle, and like the end of it had lit on fire, and I was blowing through it, because when you blow through it, like the part that is like smoldering lights up and burns faster, so that was really cool. I made the dumb mistake as a child that I blew into it, and then in order to blow into it again, I inhaled. So I inhaled a bunch of smoke. Hated that, didn't enjoy it at all, so I imagine smoking is like that, maybe a little bit more pleasant, but probably very similar, at least to start. So, yeah, can't recommend. Oh, right, so Starfinder. It is very much based on you getting more and more stuff. And so, but the thing is, it's not like, oh, I'm going from a sword to the same sword but slightly better, and then again the same sword but slightly better. No, you can't do that. If you like a weapon, get ready to change it and follow completely different rules, because there's like 8 different guns that you can use, all of them with very nuanced, minute differences that do mean something in the game. And then when you get to level 2 and you need to upgrade your gun, there's not a level 2 version of that exact same thing. There's just a different thing that does something kind of similar. So, yeah, and that continues all the way up to level 20. And I don't like it. But other than that, it's kind of cool. It's science fantasy, so there is magic, there is technology. They fixed there's a thing in D&D called linear fighters, quadratic wizards, which the idea is fighters are pretty good to start and they get a little bit better over time, until they're, but they're pretty good, or they're a similar level of power compared to everybody else through the whole thing. Wizards, on the other hand, start off not great and then get world-bendingly powerful by the end. The problem with this is wizards are not fun to play at the beginning, they're pretty fun to play in the middle, and then nothing else is worth playing at the end of the game. This is a problem. Starfinder solves this problem by not having any wizards in it. So basically all of the spellcasters are like mid-level casters, and they have other things that they can do that isn't just spellcasting. So that's kind of cool. And then the fighters can do a bunch of really cool stuff because science, space, sci-fi technology exists. Fighter is weird in 4th edition, fills the defender role, and it marks enemies to a challenge, and that enemy gotta fight you or it gets debuffed. Yeah, I know, so like you can build a fighter, and like there's actually 3 different versions, like 3 different classes that are kind of the fighter. There's the soldier, which is sort of like the direct fighter analog, like you get a feat every level basically. You can use all the weapons and all that stuff. But then there's 2 other like martial classes that do a similar thing, and what you're talking about is a fighter's ability to be sticky. I was like, can you make the big dangerous thing that's attacking people pay attention to you and not anybody else, right? And there's lots of different ways to do that. So the fighter or the soldier, I guess, has a lot of ways to make that happen. Woke up at 4 in the morning to eat tacos because you need to eat before sunrise. The food had no taste. Ugh, that's the worst. It's like, yes, this is the only food I'm going to get for the next 6 to 12 hours. How dare you? How dare you, Nibby? Why would you do this to me? But yeah, if that's the only thing you're going to get to eat for the next 6 to 12 hours, it's like, you're just going to be living with that memory for the next, for the rest of the day. And, that was... I hate that. I love food, man. Sorry, I'm going to take a tangent. I love food so much. It's so hard for me to go on a diet, because, like, eating food is one of those things that's just, like, it fills me with such joy. And I like a lot of different food. I like some terrible food on top of that. Right? Like, I will crush some Taco Bell and be happy about it. There's a lot of different stuff in Taco Bell food, which is probably, like, the worst fast food you can get as far as, I don't know, nutritional quality. But I love it. It's great. Terrible for you, but it's great. Went to Ocean City, and this restaurant had a bottomless brunch. Bottomless brunch? That sounds insane. That said, I've never been able to get the most out of, like, all-you-can-eat buffets. I've heard of people who can go to an all-you-can-eat buffet and just eat enough to get thrown out. I am not that person. I cannot do that. Like, that kind of thing always makes me feel bad, because I can never eat enough food to where I don't feel, like, unpleasantly full, and also still feel like I got enough money, or gotten enough food for my money. Need a diet to gain weight. Yeah, like, that's one of those things that's really hard to manage. because like, yeah, without trash food. Yeah, exactly. 2 days ago, so good. That sounds great. It was a high-end Spanish wine bar. A high-end Spanish wine bar. Like Spanish French toast. Spanish French toast? Go through the Spanish French doors. Sorry. I don't know what that means. Really, because each small dish was like 12 to 10? Every time I go to an all-you-can-eat, someone else is paying for my entry, so I have to be sure to make it worth their money. Yeah, well, like, so when I would go, I'd either go with, like, my brother or my parents or something, and still, I feel like I can't eat enough of this food to make it worth the amount of money that you're spending on it. At least $12. Yow. That feels pretty expensive. For, like, a piece of French toast? Well, you say each small dish, so I guess I don't know what's on each small dish. Yeah, don't get it confused with the French-Spanish toast. What does that mean? I miss the 4E Scoundrel and Warlord. There's not really a 5E version with their... Yeah, that's one of the things that confuses me. I don't know anything about the Scoundrel, but I did play a game of... Well, I played one game of 4E with somebody who was playing a Warlord, and I've looked over their abilities, and it's really cool, and I have no idea why they never brought it back for 5th edition. Like, it baffles me that they never did it. You have a food channel in your Discord. I don't. But food, food is art, in my opinion. So, please. I mean, I guess if there's enough call for it, I could make a food channel. I want to bake chicken pie. Like, chicken pot pie? Chicken pies. Chicken fried? Chicken fried chicken? Chicken fried chicken? Country fried chicken. Oh, I guess I should bring that up. Nebby, do you know what chicken fried chicken is? Because I'm not kidding, that's actually a thing. Like, sometimes I have to remember that's a southern thing. Searching for a dough recipe that doesn't use butter or margarine. Ooh, yeah. Good luck. I mean, so some doughs you can definitely get away with using like olive oil. And no butter. Probably be a little weird though. Yeah, chicken fried chicken. Hold on. Let's see. Can I... I've got 17 tabs open. That's not true. I've got like 8 tabs open. Let me see. No, that's just fried chicken. It just looks like fried chicken. I'm trying to find a good picture of what I would call chicken fried chicken. I mean, it basically does just look like fried chicken, but you know what? Save me, Southern Living. Yeah, that looks right. There we go. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Food art has been posted. I'd rather use butter, but it's so expensive. Yeah. Have you thought about trying to make your own? It's probably more expensive and time-consuming, but I have not looked into it. Might be worth it. Scoundrel has a lot of tools for controlling enemy movement, basically a reverse warlord. Ah, okay, I see. Okay, hold on. Let me try and make a... where do I need to go? Here. Welcome. Everything's squished. I gotta find the right buttons. This one? I think it is. Aha! It's not correct. No, go away. Right, you. I'm just gonna move it. There. That's... Why is it like this? Why are you like this? There. That is kind of what I expect when I think chicken fried chicken. Again, it looks like fried chicken, but there's something special about it. I've never cooked it, so I don't know, but I definitely have been to enough places that cook it. Not the podium. We're going back in time. Quick wardrobe change. I just haven't updated the screen, okay? Although I may never update this screen for nostalgia reasons. Partly because it's using not only the old version of my avatar, it's using the oldest version of my avatar. Like, so I used to use ViatoTube as a what's the word I'm looking for? As a thing to run my PNG tuber, or my GIF tuber, I guess. But before that, because I was decidedly wanting to do the things in the hardest way possible, I ran it directly in OBS, which is what's happening right now. This avatar is run completely in OBS. And I'm still happy with it. I'm still proud of it. And so I'll probably never change it. Looks like regular fried chicken. Ah, yes, but it's not. It's extra chicken. I believe in small was supremacy. What do you use now? I use a software called Sammy Core, SAMMI Core. ViatoTube will have a massive update soon. I can't wait for it. Yeah, so one thing I like ViatoTube is definitely great if you want to use either a static PNG or a GIF. I ran it that way for a long time and it worked just fine for me. The thing I like about this software is that I can have multiple different animations queued up and in-betweens for switching from one animation to another so that it looks more natural instead of just jumping from one to the other. And also I can key it to a button. ViatoTube is pretty simple, but it's very good for what it is, again, it being free. Yeah, I don't know if it'll matter, but it's all caps, so... Yeah, actually, let me look up this real quick. Oh, yeah, okay, so... You gotta flatten the chicken. Cracker crumbs, flour, baking powder, salt and pepper in a bowl. Egg. Chicken through the cracker mix. Crumb mixture. Then the milk. Back into the crackers. And then you fry it. It's not just fried chicken. It's chicken fried chicken. Dredge. Such a good word. It is. Wait, what? So the basics of it is basically you take the piece of chicken, which is boneless, right? You take a piece of chicken breast or whatever, and it's without bones. You flatten it. That's part of the important part, is that you flatten it as much as possible. You make a breading. You make a dredge, which is just egg and milk basically mixed together. You take the chicken, you put it into the breading mixture, then into the milk, then back into the breading. And then you put it in a skillet with oil in it, and you fry it. And then you can make gravy with what's left. Skillet. Skillet, a pretty mid band from the 2000s? Mid 2000s? 2010s? Goodness, when were they a thing? I mean, I think they're still making music, but whatever. Sorry. Anyway. Chicken. I love food, man. Hold on, let me see what was posted. I need to see this Spanish French toast. Wait a minute. No, okay. I'm looking at this, and there's a part of me that's like, you said Ocean City. I don't know where that is, and it could be a lot of places, but this feels like a place I've been. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Can I open that? Oh my goodness, is this working? Not that. Hold on. I zoom out. Kind of. No, Nebby, it's not just fried chicken, okay? It's special. It's chicken fried chicken. I think the biggest difference is that with fried chicken, like normal fried chicken, you completely submerge the thing you're cooking in oil. I don't think you do that with chicken fried chicken. And also, normal fried chicken is like a chicken wing or a chicken leg. That's been basically done the same thing. The chicken fried chicken is a flattened piece of chicken with no bone in it that you cook in a skillet rather than deep frying it. I think that's the main difference. But okay, this looks like a piece of toast with, what is that, egg on it? Or like a cheese of some kind, and then a sauce. It looks good. Unless this is not the thing. Wait, I'm back. My fried chicken is always like that. Okay, that's fair. But I use mayonnaise and air fryer to do it. Mayonnaise? What part of the fried chicken is the mayonnaise doing? Like wherein is the mayonnaise coming in? I should be in just chatting right now. I'm just kind of BSing my way through this stream. I haven't even set my category. Hold on, let me do that. Where am I? You know what? I'm not gonna mess with it. We'll do art before. We are talking about art. Food is art. There we go. What was the question? The question is okay. So this is toast with what on it? It's like I see it. What looks like it could be egg or like egg white and some sauce. But is this the Spanish French toast? It's the one chicken fried on the fires of Mount Doom. Did I give it another name? No, I'm just like, where are you using, what are you using the mayonnaise for? Are you like coating the chicken in the mayonnaise? Or are you, yeah, I don't know, at what part of fried chicken does mayonnaise contribute to? Unless you're just like, I don't know, dipping it, but I don't think that's what you mean. That's not an instrument for fried chicken. No. Studio, we're talking about something else as far as the chicken is concerned. Spanish fresh toast is the big one with fruit. Oh, okay, hold on. Big one with fruit. Oh, I thought that was some kind of a cake. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I see it. So it's French toast with like a fruit and a cream kind of thing on it? And pan con tomato. You know, there's a part of me. Sometimes, just because I understand, because in English, French and sometimes Spanish sounds more, what's the word? I want to say froofy, but again, that feels dismissive. Feels more elegant, more elevated in some way. But there's a part of me that's like, oh yes, pan con tomato. It's like, so bread? That's what, that pan is bread. Bread with tomato. Like, it does look fancy, don't get me wrong. Calling it bread with tomato in English would be kind of, they'd never sell it. But it's like, this is funny, I don't know. French equals elegant. Yeah, it does. Or wait, tomate, I guess. Take the chicken breast, flatten the pieces, cover it with seasoned mayo, lemon herbs, dried onion, salt, and coat it in panko flour. Huh. Alright. Sure, I mean, I'd try it. I like mayonnaise. Coated in mayonnaise. Okay, hold on. So normally whenever I've made anything like fried chicken, it's milk and egg, and you mix it and like you whisk it. But like mayonnaise technically is egg. with oil in it. So I guess that makes sense? Yeah, I guess that just works. Okay, sure. On a delay, my bad. Catalan cream, fruit, and local maple syrup. Delicious. I like all of those things. Although I don't know what Catalan cream is. But it sounds good. It's in Portuguese. What the heck? It was a Spanish restaurant, so they definitely leaned into it. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. That's reasonable. Nothing wrong with that, of course. I mean, there wouldn't be anything wrong with it anyway. You can name anything you want, anything you want. They could call it, you know, Supernova. I don't know, I can't come up with weird food names off the top of my head. They can literally call it anything they want. It's a free country. I think it sounds for you guys. Works and it's cool. Yeah. So like I have made grilled cheese with mayonnaise instead of butter. That works. Yeah, and I'll fight people about it. I like mayonnaise on my grilled cheese. Not everybody seems to think that that's a thing. I like those cute names for food. Yeah, like it only bugs me a little bit when it's like I know exactly what that means and it's not fancy, and the only reason you're calling it that is to make it sound fancy, so that you can charge me $12 for it. Who's had a grilled PB&J? I have not tried a grilled PB&J, although I can't think of any reason why it wouldn't be good. Black Forest cake. I don't think I've had Black Forest cake. Maybe I have, but that does remind me of something that I found out fairly recently. A few different things, actually. So there's a thing called German chocolate cake. And you would think when you hear that, it's like, oh yeah, okay, German chocolate cake. It probably came from somebody who came from Germany. You know, it's a thing they do in Germany. German chocolate cake, yeah. But in fact, no, not at all. In actuality, it is named for the guy who invented it, whose last name just happens to be German. It's like, are you kidding me? Same thing with like Canada geese, named after the guy who named them, his Mr. Canada. No joke. His last name was Canada, or maybe it was Canadian, I'm not sure. But yeah, Canada geese, nothing to do with the country. And the people either love it or hate it. Again, I think I had a roommate who like he would like toast his bread and then make a PB&J out of it. So that's kind of close. I think it's just a toasted sandwich, but it's a PB&J. And I can't find anything that I wouldn't like about that. I just normally don't go through the trouble. Cake? I want cake. What about red velvet? That's a cute name. Okay, no. I'm gonna put my foot down about red velvet, though. It is a cute name, I'll grant you that. But the thing that kills me about red velvet cake is it is chocolate cake. That's all it is. It's just chocolate cake with food coloring in it. I mean, okay, so let me be clear. I could be wrong about that. I could be very wrong. I'll grant that I could be wrong. But last I looked it up, it's just chocolate cake with food coloring. It's not? You don't know? Okay, alright, hit me with the knowledge, Nebby. Tell me I'm wrong. Learn me something. Why would someone name a food after their surname when they could call it Royal Straight Flush Beef? Royal Straight Flush Beef, it's a sugary cake. You're wrong. Okay, well tell me how I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. I'll accept that I'm wrong, but I need evidence. You know what? Hold on. Here's how we do this. Let me look it up. You know what? Give me the wiki. I don't need 10 paragraphs of something about someone's grandmother and all the cool stuff that they told them. Original red velvet was colored with beetroot. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right. Red velvet cake is traditionally a red, crimson, or scarlet colored layer cake, all right, layered with ermine icing. Cool. Traditional recipes do not use food coloring, with the red possibly due to non-Dutch, I don't know, okay, anthocyanin-rich cocoa. Possibly due to the uses of brown sugar, formerly called red sugar. Okay. 19th century, velvet cake, a soft and velvety crumb cake, came to be served as a fancy dessert, in contrast to what had been the more common, coarser crumbed cake. On the turn of the 20th century, devil's food cake was introduced, which is how some believe that red velvet cake came about. Key difference between the two cakes is that devil's food cake uses chocolate, and red velvet cake uses cocoa. Okay, no, that's fair. Adam's extract. Okay. Oh, the company is credited with bringing red velvet cake to kitchens across America during the Great Depression, being one of the first to sell red food coloring and other flavor extracts with the use of point-of-sale posters and tear-off recipe cards. Huh. Red velvet cake may also have roots in black foodways and is sometimes considered to be soul food in the South. That's true. Color red is often used in Juneteenth celebrations to symbolize bloodshed in the fight against slavery. Huh. Also used to remember the lives of black ancestors before emancipation, as it honors those who did not have the opportunity to taste the freedoms of today. Okay, so all right, I'll concede the point. I'm wrong. I was wrong. Nowadays they use red food coloring, but the thing about the red velvet cake is the texture. Has some stuff like lemon and something else to make the texture happen. Not sure what it was, but remember we were making measurements so precise to make it happen. That sounds like cake. Like just baking a cake is like precise chemistry. Devil's food cake has a counterpart called Angel's food cake. I've had angel food cake. I've probably had devil food cake too, but angel food cake is fine. It's like light and airy and very sweet. Eat a red velvet that just tastes like regular chocolate cake. It's a scam. Okay, fine. That's fair. Today I learned. Yeah, beet juice or red food coloring may be used for the color. Alright, fine. I take it back. Alright, so we're gonna let's roll back to the shop. Thanks to coming to my TED Talk. Yes, thanks Nebby for causing me to look it up. And you see, that's one of those things where it's like you get something in your head, like you hear something somewhere, and then you just spout it off as if you know things, and you're actually stupid and you don't know those things. You're off the soapbox now. Yeah, you see, that's one of those things. It's just really hard. I remember seeing a tweet exchange, or maybe it was just a screenshot. Somebody was like, "What did you guys do before the internet? As far like when you wanted to look up something?" It's like, well, you'd ask your aunt, and she would tell you something, and you'd be wrong for the next 20 years. And that's true. And I'm gonna claim that as my excuse, as I grew up before the internet age. Well, I was in the middle of growing up in the during the coming of the internet age. So that's what I'm claiming for my ignorance. I don't look up everything that I think I know. I try, but I'm not perfect. Let's see. Years since I've had it. I can't remember the last time I had cake of any kind, to be honest. Into some books and hoping we had the right one. Yeah, that's fair. So it looks like I've got about a minute before it just auto rolls ads. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. We're going to come back. I'm going to do some art, Confounded, on this art stream that I have started. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here, and we'll be right back. Ah, and we're back. Interestingly, I think I timed the break exactly correctly. Because I went to hit the roll ad buttons as soon as I clicked over to the BRB screen, and it grayed out before I could click it. So they were already running. Okay, so here's the thing. I can't draw wolves. I've tried. You know what? Actually, hold on. The last time I tried to draw a wolf, it looked like... Where is this gonna be? It looked like this. Which is fine. Kind of close, sort of. But not really. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn this off. Hang on. I put the... Can I even find it? Ah, there it is. I put that up last time because I couldn't read chat. Now there it is. Ah, woo! Share this spreadsheet with you. All right. So hold on. Hang on. So there's a song that a friend of mine found. I'm trying to remember whether I found it and shared it with him or he found it and shared it with me, but it's stuck in my head now. Whenever I see a woo, it's like this Japanese song and this lady is singing, and like I don't understand most of the song because I don't speak Japanese, but like the chorus is just woo 56709, and I'm like, I don't know what this is for, but it's hilarious. Anyway, that's stuck in my head. Thanks, Nebby. Appreciate that. Okay, back to real music here. Play? Are you playing? It's not playing. Play. There we go. But yeah, this was the last time I tried to draw a wolf, and I did this from reference, so... Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat that one. Like, ooh, reminds me, what does the fox say? I'm not gonna do the one that I have in my mind. It's telephone number 56709. That's not a that's too few numbers. Oh, cool. Yeah, this looks really good. It looks like it could be a wolf. I like the bite. I like the bite animation. So yeah, check out the Pixel Art channel in Discord. That's good stuff. All right, so let's get a reference going. Open up another tab. You know what? Let's not use that. Let's go here, click that. Wolf cut hair pattern. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna replicate that. That's just too good not to use. Oh no, what have I done? Did good work. I hope when they go to create mine. Oh, okay. So who is this? Oh, Elfin's Pixel Art Shop. Okay. Yeah, the only weird part about this for me is like this wolf has a mane, which, I mean, it looks fine. It looks good. It's just like, huh, I wonder why they did that. Okay, so I'm using a pen, using a brush here. All right, let's do some doodling. I'm gonna be trying to replicate this image that I'm looking at here. And this is not gonna be a sprite at first. We'll turn it into a sprite in a second. I wish there was a button actually. I think I've gotten used to is actually having the button that I can just press to make a new tab. Critta, and I want this underneath that actually. Watch out. Also gonna share a video of the wolf cub running around in test version of the game. It's too cute. Excellent. Yeah, so I do still plan to play your first game on stream. I'll probably do that later this week. I want to. I just haven't had a chance to get it all put together yet. I literally decided I'm gonna stream about 30 minutes before I streamed today and had nothing prepared. So you know that's a thing. Let me do this. Yeah, I thought I mentioned that already, that I planned to do, because like I asked you about it if you minded. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, turn that on. Actually, hold on, let me cinch all the holes closed, then we use this tool, and then we use this tool. There we go. Save myself some time here. And we'll use a slightly different color for another layer down here. Nope, wrong button. Wrong tool. Oh, that is the same color. Okay, we're gonna have to move everything. Actually, let's do this. Going to remove this to a separate layer, I think. I want to deselect this. I remembered how to do that. Cool. So yeah, we will not what I want. Cut that. Make a new layer. Go back to the brush, and I need to set it to be lock alpha, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna whoop. There. Okay, so brush, close this off in all the ways that matter. Select the interior. Fill. No, I don't know about this. I don't know if I like it. Go. Okay, make sure I'm on the correct thing. And we're gonna fill in, am I on the right layer? Yes. Do some of these lines darker. Because that way we can fill the gray. And that should look good. We'll just color up some of this stuff here. Close off some of these gaps. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways I can move on from here. Got the base colors down of the thing that I'm looking at. Again, I am following a reference. I don't know if I made that clear. Totally following a reference right now. There's a couple of different ways that I could do this. Moving on from here. One of those is to use a gradient tool. I think shading? Yeah. Actually, move those down here. I can do that. Don't remember how this tool works, actually. Yeah, okay, yes. All right, let's try this. Actually, hold on. Do that the other way here. We'll do an up shade here, going the other way. Just a second. I think. You know, that actually works pretty well for dithering. It's not a perfect, clean dither, but actually does kind of work. I like it. Okay, and then I will move this color here. Oh, nope, you just select all of these. And then we want to reverse shade. Basically the same thing. Nope, that's not right. There we go. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and darken that entirely. Back to this, go back to simple, one color here, and I want to throw a bit of dirt on it, if that makes any sense. Wrong layer. And found it all. Every time. Every cotton picking time. Let's try to edit this. The more I look at these, the more I think maybe I ought to flip them. What's up, nerd? How's it going, Dark Bug? Happy belated birthday. Calling you out. How's it going, man? I am attempting to draw a wolf from reference. He's a shadow wolf of doom. Or something. I think I need to flip these. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, yep, I need to flip these. On lunch. I hate my birthday. Well, you know, at least you have lunch. So there's that. Or something. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. There. Now... That's better. I like that. That looks a lot better, I think. Yeah, I just felt like I needed to get a quick stream in before I just didn't stream at all. I got stuff I need to do today, and there's nothing that ruins your day more than something that you have to do, like, late in the day. It's like, ah, you have an appointment at 2 o'clock. Guess you're not doing anything until 2. And how I feel about it anyway. Let's throw in some lock alpha. Oh, wait a minute. What? Did I click the wrong thing? Lock alpha. There we go, that's what I wanted. But how's your day going so far? Has everything imploded yet? Last time we talked, or I heard you talking about stuff, everything was about to hit the fan. Yesterday they just surprised me at work with pizza. I love how you say they tried. The fools. It did and didn't hit the fan. Got on lactose intolerance, so and I didn't bring any pills. Oh, wait, you say so you didn't bring any. That means you planned that, huh? Like, oh, you're gonna get pizza for me, huh? Well, guess what? I'm not bringing my pizza eating pills. Alright, let's animate this garbage. What is even the button for this anymore? Probably that. Oh my goodness. I want to make the speed of this thing fast, but it's gonna be... that for now. We'll double all the frames and double the speed here in a minute. What's up, Jetham? Long time no see. What garbage? I only see cool art. Well, it's cool. I am working off of a reference. So I'm taking a static image that I'm looking at and sort of recreating it, and we're about to see if I can make it move and look cool. But yeah, welcome in. I've been sick recently, but I'm trying to stream, and inevitably my curse is I say I'm gonna try and stream more often, and then I won't stream for another month. I'm trying to power through that. Usually try to have a stash. I went through them last week. Still my point stands. Okay, well, son, I'm actually feeling much better now. So that's the reason I hadn't streamed for like a month straight, is because I've been kind of sick. But I'm basically all better now. Doing pretty much okay. Alright, we're gonna do something simple. We're gonna put these two layers together in a group. Then what I want to do is this frame. Move it down. Let's do one. How does that look? That looks really weird. Oh, right, because... okay, I remember how this works. This looks beautiful. Teach me later. Like I said, Nebby, I'm working from a reference, so we'll see how it goes. I'll show you the original. It's on Pinterest, so I can't say that I know who the original artist is, but I will make an attempt to find out. Update. Sponge is not allowed to communicate with clients, but is still here. This needs to move down one. That's too fast, actually. We're gonna need more frames. Found it all. I think if I double the frames, that'll look appropriate. Also, I think I'm just gonna have to delete all of these and redraw it frame to frame. Oh my goodness, why have I done this? I haven't animated anything in quite a bit, so I've already overshot my intended amount of workload that I wanted. Like, oh yes, that'd be simple. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a shadow flame and some sparkle effects and the head moving up and down, and then I realized, oh no, this is gonna be over 100 frames, isn't it? I've made a mistake. Good to know you can lose the company thousands of dollars and still keep your job. Well, you know, it all depends on who you know. Yeah, if it's been a minute, have you been other than being sick? Onion skin. Yeah, oh, that's definitely going to be a thing here in a second. I'm going to need to do that for the tail. The animator curse. Hey, yeah, just, you know, inadvertently making a project way bigger than you thought it was going to be. But yeah, I've been, honestly, I've been kind of struggling, but, you know, it's okay. I am working through it, and I'm still here. So, not too bad. I have been struggling to make art happen. And honestly though, streaming helps. It forces me to do the things. Okay, alright, so, oh man, now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I know what has to happen. I know what I need to do. I just don't want to do it. Wah. Okay, alright. 6 frames, it just isn't enough, though. You know what? Forget it. We're gonna do it. We're just gonna make it. We're just gonna do the thing. We're just gonna do the thing. Not that. Honestly, maybe I shouldn't erase the whole thing. Okay, hold on. I think we can make this work. I'm going to undo that. Then what we're gonna do is just erase some of these. And we will progress them. That's how that's gonna work. This one, there's little bits in here are gonna be a little bit weird. Stick and art don't go well together. Yeah, that's true. I did get a little bit of art done, mostly just like IRL sketch stuff. But you know, when you're sick and somewhat depressed, you just like, I can't draw anything. And you look back at the stuff that you've already drawn and you're like, how did I do that? But I was also suffering a lot of looking at other people's art, and I'm like, this one very simple thing that they have done is better than anything I've ever done in my entire life. That's not really a good feeling. Might be going the wrong way, but that's okay. Bring this up some, and we will use the eraser here. Wrong tool. Or it's the right tool, I just gotta set it. There we go. You have to remember the Picasso quote? I don't. I don't have to. For multiple reasons. If you're talking about the one I think you're talking about, he probably never said it. It's not like I looked into that garbage. And also he's kind of a jackass. But that's another story for another time. You don't do that, comparing your own art to someone else is a slippery slope that people easily fall down into. I mean, yeah, you are absolutely correct, but I feel like it's one of those things that it's kind of inevitable. If I see someone else's art and I am also in the current state of being depressed, it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna compare the stuff they're doing to the stuff I've done. But like, I do appreciate the sentiment, and I understand it. He sold a 5-minute sketch for $2,000. They asked him how long did he really take to sketch it. answered my whole life. I mean, that's fair. How long did it take you? As many years as I've been doing art. Okay, so that looks pretty freaking cool, actually. I can already see... I already like this. One thing I want to mess with, though, I want more movement. I'm going to need to move this around just a little bit. Just shake things up a bit. Just work at your own pace. From what I can tell, you've progressed a lot from where you were. See a lot of improvement. Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And, like, when I'm in a good state of mind, I understand, yes, I am getting better. But, like, it's one of those things where I feel like I need to get better, but not only do I need to get better, I need to get better faster. So that I'm doing art that is better, but I'm also making it faster than I was making the worst art before, if that makes any sense. And that's not healthy. A little advice for the tale, if you're okay with it. Yeah, of course. Please, feel free. Picasso's a strange dude. So I forgot which one was a scam artist. I don't think... So from what I've read, Picasso wasn't a scam artist, but he was a terrible human being and treated the people who he worked with, like the models that modeled for him, abuse, like just actual straight up abuse. Not okay. In multiple different ways. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. And then I want to... What is it? That. I'm just gonna delete these. But I don't get those. There we go. Welcome in, Dragon Magpie. Agreed. Speed is dangerous. Don't take it, please. Oh, don't worry about speed. I don't have to worry about speed. I don't do drugs. I'm on the wrong... No, I'm not on the wrong layer. What's going on here? Stop doing that. Be gone. You fool. Okay, I'm gonna do... erase all this garbage. Hugs, not drugs. Welcome in, Waffle Keeper. Picasso was another famous painter who was a scam artist. I mean, I know that there was one guy who, like, made a boatload of money off of producing forgeries, like, of old, like, Rembrandts and, like, you know, big name artists. But he was, like, a modern guy, and I think he's still alive. But it's, like... it's one of those arts where, or one of those things where, yeah, he was selling them as if they were somebody else's art, but, like, he convinced them that it was. He was actually a really good painter because he could actually, like, mimic and copy famous, you know, really skillful artists. So it's like, you know, whatever. And he's also scamming people who have millions or billions of dollars, so, you know, who cares? movie about them. It's called Big Eyes. I've never heard of it. Okay, so you should probably just animate the basic tail animation first. I mean, just the bare tail, no flames and wisps, just the basic movement. And you have that down, add all the little wisps and flames over it. Otherwise you might get the proportions for the tail all warped. You're right. Yeah. Again, I'm doing that thing where I'm like, I want to do this fast. I want to do this quickly and not have to worry about all the little individual bits so much. But you're right. That would be the proper thing to do. Like, animate the wireframe of it, basically. What I want it to do. Although I don't want it to move much, really. Like, I agree that the thing you're saying is the correct thing and the proper thing to do. I might not do it because I'm being stubborn. Think of a dude that didn't sell them but kept donating them to museums. Oh wow. That's big brain move. Gets the animation first and then the details. Yeah, you're right. Pretty much used his wife to do all the work and then he took all the credit and money. Yeah, I think I have heard of that guy. What is that Elden Ring looking thingy? You mean the wizard? I am the wizard! Pokemon Snap. And also, it'd be nice if I did keyframes where I figure out the largest sections of where I want the movement to be. And then make the in-betweens. But I'm not doing that. Right now, anyway. Actually, hold on. I think this will be cool. I might not be quite to that yet, but I think this will be cool if I leave this and let it sort of wisp out. Ah, crud. Come back. Might have moved that too much. That'll be okay. BRB for real. Well, BRH for real. Love it. Dark Fae. Spoken like a true artist. Nogitsune? I think like it'd be the wrong languages to be combining, but like Noxune would be kind of cool. Like Nox for night. To reiterate, I didn't invent this thing. Someone else drew it first. I'm just using it as a reference and animating it. And again, I am going to put the original in the Discord chat. And I will attempt to find who did it. Oh, the original artist. It is already kind of looking cool. Eggnog it soon. Get out. I'm gonna make this 6 frames just because I want to be lazy, okay? Don't fight me on this. Nagatsune are from Japanese folklore. Oh, okay. Remember, they aren't technically all malicious, but none of them are in service of the Inari? Or of Inari? Sort of Kitsune clarifying. Yeah, that's what I recognized. Like, I recognized the Kitsune portion of it. I didn't realize it was an actual thing. Fair, fair. Also, I realize I'm in ads, and you probably didn't hear any of that. I'll say it when I come back. At all. Back. Like Gatorade is selling water now. What? Madness. Gator water. What I was saying was, I recognized the kitsune, like I know what that is. I thought you were just making a weird word out of it. I didn't realize it was an actual thing. But water sucks. I mean, unless it's from Gatorade, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I like water, actually. It's, you need water to live. Whoa. Went through a phase. Honestly, though, Japanese history is incredibly hard to research. Well, yeah. Folklore is a good bit easier. Oh, you mean actual history. Well, yeah. So, the thing about folklore is, to a certain extent, it's hard to tell what somebody just happens to say, and you can't really, like, go back and check if they didn't write it down. In some instances, you can check, has the folklore changed significantly in the past 1,000 years? But a lot of times, you just can't. So it's like, well, all right, whatever the person who finally wrote it down said, that just happens to be all we know. Okay, I need to move this whole frame over here so that I can make sure that the movements look correct between these two. So one thing that I noted that is really cool about Krita animation versus Aseprite, and maybe there's a thing, right? Maybe Aseprite has a thing and I just haven't figured it out yet, but is the ability to make your the frames that come next and the frames that came before in the onion skin different colors. I don't know if that's a thing you can do in Aseprite. Like I can. What if I? Oh. There might be a way to do it, but I don't know. Okay, so first off, right, wrong button. Wait, what? Oh, I missed a few things. I missed at least one thing. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay, I'm gonna need to bring that down some. That's better. Tried to write a paper on Oda Nobunaga. Yep, I know who you're talking about. In high school, it took me ages to find references. Yeah, no, I also did a paper on in high school, like a paper slash presentation on just Sekigahara, like the battle at Sekigahara. And yeah, it's, I mean, I cannot vouch for any of the information that I put forth in that at the time. Maybe I was correct. There's a distinct possibility that some of the things I said were true. Did you find enough for a paper? I don't remember, to be honest with you. I do remember that I had like a cardboard box with some sand and some little figures in it because I was trying to recreate like one of the moments from the battle as part of the project. Like that was, it had to be like a paper and a like a physical presentation. It wasn't good in retrospect, but I think I passed the thing. The point I'm trying to cite Neo because college level resources. Referencing anime, referencing Devil Kings, the video game. It was as good as proof as I could find. It is a reference. It's not a good reference. It's not even necessarily a historical reference, but it is a reference, okay? Okay, I think that'll do for that side of the animation bit. Now we're gonna cinch that down, bring that out. I'm gonna roll this here, roll that like, actually gonna bring this up here. That should be good. All right, so let's see how this works. There's a hit comedy anime, Oda Cinnamon Nobunaga. Yes, it's real. Yeah, it's recreate this character from every reference that you can find. Doesn't matter if it's real or historical, just every reference you can find. All right, here we go. Are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this madness, this nonsense? How about this? All right, here we go. You know what? Not too bad. It could be worse. The head bobbing is a little weird. But honestly, the tail flames, I got a few little bits and bobs here that I need to edit. But honestly, that's not awful. And I might add a few extra little frames of the pieces flying off. And some of this needs to be edited, but like overall, that's pretty good. I kind of like it. Let's save this. Don't know where to put this, but we'll just put it in here. We call this Shadow Wolf. Excellent. Cool. I'll post that in the Discord. Yeah, and like I said, I'll post it along with the original that I'm working off of for reference. I do dig it. Unfortunately, I do need to go because I have to go catch a cat. Because I've got an hour to catch this cat and get her in a cat carrier so that I can go to the vet. So that's fun. But yeah, so I think I'll wrap it up there. I want to thank everybody for being here. I am going to try, and I said this last week, I am going to try to stream later this week. Again. Feeling pretty good. Like I said, I'm basically over being sick. I don't have any excuses. I will probably come up with some, but I don't have any right now. So there's that. But like I said, I appreciate everybody. Hey, welcome back, Jetsam. We're just finishing up and I'm about to leave. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Let's see, who is even live right now? And so everybody's live, or is everyone live? Go to back to Twitch. Show me. Let's see. Okay. I also may be increasing my game to $1 just so I can submit it to Itch.io spring sale. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Check out Studio's game. We're gonna be trying to play that. That's probably what we'll do later this week. Is play through their first game. So let's see. I want to just use. You want us to harass you one morning to stream? I mean, feel free, I guess. Feel free to @me in Discord. Well, looks cool, dude. Thanks, Jetsam. I appreciate that. No, but I want the game to be free. Yeah. Let's see here. Goodness, who to raid? I've only got a couple of people. Let's raid. Unless anybody has a suggestion, we'll probably raid Wimmy. I remember to bother you Saturday morning. Oh, goodness. All right, yeah, we'll see. I may or may not be conscious on Saturday morning. Also, so like, I don't know how I ended up doing this, but I ended up getting myself into like 3 or 4 different kinds of RPGs over the course of a week. So we'll see which one I end up playing this week, and maybe I can regale you guys with my RPG exploits come the beginning of next week. I'm gonna raid Art? Sure. I am, that's me, I'm Art. Artarian the Grey. I can't raid myself. I guess I could. I don't know that there's anything technically stopping me. I'm gonna get Nightingale soon. I've not heard of that. You're the only art on my list today. Alright, well, we're raiding Wimmy then. Stick around if you want the extra channel points. But I will probably try to stream either Thursday or Friday. And I guess maybe Saturday if I get bullied into it. Multiplayer survival. Ah, I see. But in the Feywilds. Big yike. Not gonna lie, I hate gaming in the Feywild. Just because every time it's the low random of settings. Anyway. I like knowing how things work and or at least being able to know at all. Twitch.tv/SpaceyBat? Hold on. Can't click that link. Can I click a different link? Link me. Quiet you. Sure, yeah, we'll raid somebody new then. SpaceyBat _. There we go. Alright. Anyway, like I said, I'll try to stream on Friday, or maybe if I get bullied into it on Saturday. But until I see you all again, y'all stay safe out there. I'll put the raid call in chat. Bye!
But you have that in the mix? Nice.